In just 167 seconds, classified evidence of 47 destroyed boxes and $2.3 million in coordination payments would end the most powerful legal career in America. Congressman Ted Lieu didn't expect complete silence. Pam Bondi didn't expect the destruction timeline documents. Cameras captured every moment of systematic panic. America watched their AG nominee collapse under evidence suppression proof. March 15, 2025, 2:34 p.m. EST. Rayburn House Office Building, room 2141. Attorney General nominee Pam Bondi adjusted her charcoal blazer at the witness table, confident her prosecutorial experience would carry her through routine confirmation questioning. What she didn't know was that Congressman Ted Lieu had assembled the most comprehensive evidence destruction case in congressional history. Systematic documentation of 47 boxes of destroyed Epstein evidence, coordinated victim intimidation, and $2.3 million in obstruction payments. Behind black-rimmed glasses, the California Democrat organized folders marked Confidential, Evidence Destruction Analysis. The former prosecutor had built his reputation destroying officials through methodical document presentation. The story begins 6 weeks earlier when FBI forensic specialist Dr. Sarah Chen discovered the evidence trail that would topple a nomination. February 1st, 11:23 p.m. EST. FBI Digital Forensic Laboratory. Chen had been reconstructing deleted files from Florida AG servers when she uncovered systematic evidence destruction coordinated with defense attorneys. Hidden in recovered data were destruction schedules, victim intimidation protocols, and coordination payments totaling $2.3 million. The files revealed sophisticated obstruction, witness relocation bribes, $800,000, evidence disposal coordination, $700,000, and victim intimidation services, $800,000. Most damning were audio recordings recovered from secure servers showing explicit coordination between Bondi and Epstein defense team Martin Weinberg. The victim testimonies need to disappear completely. Bondi's voice was crystal clear. The offshore coordination accounts are established. $2.3 million total for complete evidence elimination and witness neutralization. Weinberg's response sealed the conspiracy. Perfect. Destruction timeline attached. All physical evidence, digital records, and witness statements eliminated within 72 hours. Lieu spent 5 weeks building the most comprehensive evidence presentation in congressional history. Meanwhile, Bondi was panicking about her confirmation prospects. If Lieu has the destruction timeline and financial records, this becomes a federal conspiracy case, her attorney warned. They developed a defense strategy. Claim evidence disposal followed routine schedules. Characterize victim relocation as protective services. Deny knowledge of financial coordination. What they didn't anticipate was that Chen had recovered deleted files, creating an evidence trail so comprehensive that every denial would be contradicted. March 15th, 2 p.m. The chamber had been transformed into a multimedia evidence center. Large screens for maximum camera visibility. Audio equipment for crystal clear recordings. Document cameras displaying financial records in real time. CNN positioned cameras for maximum impact. Fox News faced an editorial crisis covering systematic evidence destruction by a Trump nominee. The press gallery overflowed with reporters tracking digital smoking guns. But none knew about the 47 boxes of destroyed evidence and $2.3 million coordination scheme. Chairman Jim Jordan called the hearing to order. The committee will examine evidence management, victim protection, and prosecutorial integrity. Bondi opened emphasizing victim advocacy. I'm honored to discuss my record protecting victims and maintaining prosecutorial integrity. Florida maintained the highest standards of evidence management and victim protection. For 90 minutes, everything proceeded routinely. Republican members asked about prosecutorial philosophy and victim services. Bondi responded with polished answers about conviction statistics and victim advocacy programs, demonstrating expertise that had made her Trump's trusted legal defender. Democratic colleagues probed standard topics, civil rights enforcement, corporate accountability. Bondi navigated these familiar challenges with legal precision. But Lieu sat silently while federal teams preserved additional digital evidence from Florida servers. At 2:34 p.m., he opened the folder that would expose the most systematic evidence destruction in prosecutorial history. Ms. Bondi, I want to discuss evidence management during your tenure as Florida Attorney General, specifically regarding the Jeffrey Epstein investigation and evidence preservation protocols. Bondi remained controlled. Congressman, Florida maintained rigorous evidence preservation standards and followed all federal coordination requirements. Rigorous evidence preservation, Lieu repeated, removing his first document. Are you familiar with Florida Evidence Management Protocol EMP 2011-EP regarding Epstein investigation materials? Let me refresh your memory with your own evidence destruction directives. Lieu displayed a document on large screens. Your memorandum dated March 15, 2011. Quote, all physical evidence, digital records, witness statements, and investigative materials related to Case EP 2011 require immediate disposal to prevent federal interference. Coordinate with authorized disposal services for complete elimination. The revelation struck like lightning. This wasn't routine management, it was systematic destruction to prevent federal oversight. Social media erupted. Hashtag evidence destruction began trending immediately, followed by hashtag victim betrayal. Twitter registered over 800,000 mentions as Americans processed that their potential attorney general had destroyed evidence in child trafficking cases. Witness privacy doesn't explain this destruction timeline. Lieu produced devastating evidence, a charge showing correlations between destruction and financial coordination. March 15th, destruction directive issued. March 18th, $800,000 payment to witness relocation services. March 22nd, physical destruction begins. March 25th, $700,000 to secure disposal solutions. March 28th, final $800,000 for witness neutralization services. The precision was overwhelming. Every destruction phase correlated with payments, creating a timeline any prosecutor would recognize as conspiracy. Ms. Bondi, you coordinated $2.3 million in payments for destroying evidence that could have protected Epstein's victims. Republican members shifted uncomfortably. Even Bondi's supporters couldn't defend systematic evidence destruction with coordinated payments. Those payments represent legitimate evidence management services, Bondi began desperately. Legitimate management doesn't include coordination with defense attorneys. Lieu activated audio and played recordings that would end her career. This is your conversation with Defense Coordinator Martin Weinberg on March 14, 2011. Bondi's voice filled the chamber. The victim testimonies need to disappear completely. The offshore coordination accounts are established, $2.3 million total for complete evidence elimination and witness neutralization. Weinberg's response confirmed conspiracy. Perfect. Our clients understand the urgency. All evidence eliminated within 72 hours of final payment confirmation. The audio was nuclear. Direct proof of coordination between prosecutor and defense team for systematic victim betrayal. At 2:36 p.m., Lieu delivered evidence that would trigger Bondi's complete breakdown. This is FBI Digital Forensics Report DFR 2025-0394. Quote, Subject Bondi orchestrated $2.3 million conspiracy to eliminate all evidence supporting federal prosecution of Epstein network. Operation included destruction of 47 evidence boxes, digital deletion of witness statements, financial coordination with defense attorneys. Pattern constitutes criminal conspiracy requiring immediate prosecution. At 2:37 p.m., exactly 167 seconds after Lieu's presentation began, Pam Bondi experienced the most catastrophic confirmation breakdown in House history. This is disgraceful evidence persecution disguised as oversight, Bondi exploded, launching to her feet with unprecedented fury. You're destroying qualified public servants through fabricated victim exploitation conspiracy theories. The eruption sent shockwaves through the chamber. Attorney General nominees don't scream about victim exploitation while confronted with destruction documentation. Her voice cracked with desperation. Congressman Lieu, how dare you question evidence integrity while conducting partisan witch hunts? Lieu maintained deadly calm, facing Bondi's disintegration. These are FBI forensics reports and recovered audio recordings. Are you claiming federal agents fabricated evidence of your coordination with Epstein's defense team? I'm claiming this represents political persecution designed to destroy anyone threatening establishment power, Bondi screamed, her face flushed with rage. The screaming continued for 3 minutes. C-SPAN captured every second as America watched their potential attorney general lose control under systematic evidence documentation. You call evidence destruction threatening establishment power? Liu shot back. You call systematic victim betrayal prosecutorial integrity? Bondi's response revealed complete moral collapse. We protected constitutional governance from federal tyranny. As Bondi stood trembling, Liu delivered his crushing blow. FBI forensics prove you destroyed evidence that could have protected Jeffrey Epstein's victims in exchange for $2.3 million. That's not constitutional governance, that's criminal conspiracy that betrayed every child you swore to protect. At 2:40 p.m., Chairman Jordan suspended proceedings. Bondi was escorted by Capitol Police, her nomination destroyed by 167 seconds of evidence she couldn't deny. Within hours, the evidence earthquake devastated Washington. Republican members issued statements expressing grave concerns. Congressman Ken Book declared the evidence completely disqualifying. Democratic members demanded special prosecutor investigation. Hashtag evidence destruction dominated social platforms, generating over 35 million mentions. Video clips reached 73 million views within 24 hours, becoming the most viral congressional moment in history. CNN led with emergency coverage. AG nominee's $2.3 million evidence destruction exposed. Fox News struggled with systematic victim betrayal evidence. By 10:15 p.m., facing criminal prosecution, Pam Bondi withdrew her nomination. Her statement cited politically motivated persecution while making no mention of $2.3 million in destruction payments or victim betrayal. Federal grand jury proceedings began within 48 hours. By April 1st, criminal indictments were issued for conspiracy, evidence tampering, and obstruction of justice. The 167 seconds when Liu exposed Bondi's $2.3 million evidence destruction conspiracy became a watershed moment. Digital forensics had triumphed over systematic corruption. Criminal victim betrayal had been dragged into daylight through methodical evidence presentation. Sometimes the most powerful weapon against institutional betrayal isn't political rhetoric. It's a congressman armed with FBI forensics and recovered recordings who has the moral courage to seek justice for victims. What happens when evidence destruction meets congressional investigation? Can careers survive documented victim betrayal for financial coordination? Bondi discovered these answers when 167 seconds of digital truth destroyed a nomination built on criminal conspiracy. The 47 boxes changed everything. The 167 seconds changed history.